We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Chicago Cougars and the Denver Broncos. And hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at this Bronco team. They come in off a loss in the season opener, which doubled as the home opener.
And when you lose that way, at home, season opener, it almost feels like 2 losses. So it's a big fight to get yourselves ready to go to play the next week.
On the other side of the field for our visitors here, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that 2nd win in a row.
Season ahead, and we're off in week 2. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
And he said he was feeling good in the lead up to the season, and he proved it in a big way in week 1 with 4 touchdown passes. Had the offense moving at peak efficiency right at the start of the year. Awfully impressive.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ford. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Denver has a 1st down on the 15-yard play. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
On 1st down, Harper. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 14 carries, 60 yards.
There were some signs of life from their ground game last week, but overall, just a so-so performance. Everyone knows they can make a slight improvement how they contribute to this aspect of the offense. Linemen can set their blocks and hold them a little bit longer, and he can be quicker to the hole and hit a lane. If they do that, they should get some better numbers produced this week.
Throwing on 1st down, Ford. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Throwing again. Ford. That's complete out right to the tight end, Tremble. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. To throw on 3rd down. Ford. Open man left side. It's the tight end, Tremble. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
And, CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy's made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. And the corner blitz gets him that time as he goes down for a short loss.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Up the middle they go. It's Harper. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On third down, Ford.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
And his kick is good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-0.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, it kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading the charge, we get a look at their 6-year quarterback.
And he certainly had his share of struggles in the opener, threw a couple of ill-timed interceptions in the game. So that was something that was harped upon all week in practice. Because if he's going to help this team be a winning one, he can't give the football away like he did last week.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. Now back to throw. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try to buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. Fielded at about the 28.
So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos.
And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also...
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets them on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
Now the try here for the point after. And the lead is now 2. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So the Broncos coming out now.
And now following the safety, they'll have the football with a chance to take the lead as they begin following the free kick with a 1st and 10.
Throwing after the interception, Ford. And he wisely will throw that one away. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off the play fake, Ford. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. To throw on third down, Ford. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And last time they surrendered to safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
2nd and 9 now. And the ball is knocked out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. Now comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And the lead is up to 5. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. Looking for a bounce back. Had the fumble a moment ago that went for a touchdown the other direction. See if he can get back in rhythm.
And you have to be very careful about having too quick of a hook with really good players. I did a guy's game in high school where he fumbled 3 times in the first quarter, finished with over 300 yards on the night, later ended up in the NFL. If you've got a talented back, give it back to him.
And a nice gain of 21 yards.
But give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Back to throw here. This will be caught once again by Brown.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. They'll try to run for the first with Langford. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Langford again, a first down carry. And he loses the football a second time. The Broncos say they have it. They do.
Well, my friend, this has certainly been a comedy of errors here in the first quarter. Neither side able to really hang on to the ball.
Yeah, now I'm just curious to see which team can adjust because both have made their mistakes, as you said.
Yeah, and whoever can do that can seize firm control of this game, something they haven't done with the ball so far.
Set to take over, the Broncos offense trots back out. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
His 4th catch already in this first quarter. It's a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. On second down, it's Harper. Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40. On third down, Harper. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
Ball at the 33, second and 9.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Harper. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
He was brought down to the 28-yard line. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Looking to throw. Ford. There's Trimble, the tight end. And he will have the Broncos first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him old reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
On first down, Ford. That caught by Trimble. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up
to throw on second down. Ford. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. Back to throw. Ford. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Harper. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
And his kick is indeed good. And that now makes this a 15-7 game.
So able to add on to their first half lead here, Charles, forcing the miscue with a fumble and then turning that into 3 points.
Yeah, and more than happy to accept any mistakes the other side is willing to make. No problem. You turn it over, we'll take that, and we'll use it to expand our lead.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again.
And ball security has been a big issue. You see the numbers there. He's fumbled twice already.
And whenever we talk about ball security, it's not simply how you're holding the ball when you run it. It's all the other things that you do. Is it in the proper arm, meaning the sideline is protecting you? Are you dipping a shoulder to protect the ball as well? And obviously, the 4 points of pressure to make sure it's tucked firmly against your body so people can't pop it out.
2nd and 3. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. They go screenplay to Langford. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Back to throw again.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Complete to number 80.
I know I'm an old defender, but I've got to give credit where credit's due. That was smart play calling right there on 3rd and 4. They didn't need to do too much. Just let their guy get out there and sit down in the zone. And they hit him for the completion for the 1st down.
This is Langford on 1st and 10.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 and 2nd down.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line.
2nd and 6. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Man open left side is Brown. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 21. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the 1st.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Back to the running game, Langford.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now left side on the swing pass.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try. Over the middle, complete. That's Lawrence. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Langford. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Whenever
I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Following the fumble recovery, Ford.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Point after here coming up. And it's good to make it 15-14, 1-point game. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
So here are the Broncos to take over on offense. Well, they've got the lead right now here, trying to erase the memory of the loss last week to the Raiders. Throwing after the interception, Ford. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. Ford.
A short throw hauled in by Trimble.
Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring up second down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. 2nd and 8.
Back to throw. Ford. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. And now they start in plus territory following that turnover, as they'll try to get some points here before halftime.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Over the middle, it's complete.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule.
Quick slant to Brown.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll look to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Cougars will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Broncos going to go on offense now late in this first half as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go here before intermission.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Holding offense.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Looking to throw. Ford. Being chased out left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So they opted to run the ball there on 3rd down on their side of the field.
I wonder if that was a called play, or did he check into it? And if he did, that took a lot of guts because on his own side of the field, an obvious passing down, decides to run the football and they pick up the 1st down. Give that man a ton of credit.
And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll begin out west at Levi Stadium in Santa Clara, and it's the Ravens who have the lead as they play the 2nd quarter. Lamar Jackson has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, we'll head east to check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Tampa Bay Bucks. The Panthers getting the home cooking as they pull their record back to 1-1. Lastly, let's get you way up to Seattle. See what's happening with the Seahawks. And you can see they have the lead over the visiting Tennessee Titans. The Seahawks locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. We'll move on now to check out the next-gen stats in that first half for our home team. And even though they've got a halftime lead, they're likely devising ways as we speak to try and get a little more production from their passing game. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they too didn't throw the ball as well as they would have liked. And I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And this offense set to go now to begin the 3rd quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They've reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they win to the tunnel with the lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches were perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half. That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a first down right out of the gate.
This is Langford. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. On second down, Langford. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
They'll drop to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
That would be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. They bring their punter out there now as he's on to punt for Chicago. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. This is taken at the 23. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
67 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice gain.
On first and 10, Ford. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 10.
Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10. And he will find his man on the outside. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a first and 10 here.
Operating from the gun, Ford. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
A short throw hauled in by Trimble.
And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and the deficit will stay at 2 field goals. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. Now a play fake here on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Lawrence. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, they run with Langford. Gets around him. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Holding. Offense.
So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He finds his man, complete. It's Lawrence. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
Langford up the middle. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They keep it on the ground with Langford. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Now back to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. And this one is right through. And that will make this a 9-point lead.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time? Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
81 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Harper.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Up the middle they go. Harper. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
7-yard gain. Brings up second.
Back to throw. Ford. He completes this into the hands of Miller.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up third.
From the gun on third down. Ford.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Well, we use the term pitch and catch a lot to denote an easy completion. We just saw one right there on 3rd and 3 to pick up the first down.
Why are those so tough to defend? Just because they hit so quickly?
Yeah, it's all about timing and confidence. Quarterback sees it, rips it, there you go.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
On 3rd down, Ford. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. And this one is right down the middle, and that'll move them back within 6 now. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. The field goal we just saw has this now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot of it.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? It might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball, but here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose as opposed to playing to win. And they've got to get back to that, and that means opening things up again, being a little more free than what they're trying to get done on offense.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. And they'll send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. This is fielded at the 27. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And Denver getting set to take the field.
Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. To the 40 and no further. The razzle-dazzle, though, got him a couple extra on the play.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ford. And he's got his big tight end here. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And it'll leave them with 3rd and a full yard to go.
Brings up 3rd and
now a handoff up the middle. It's Harper. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
he's across midfield to the 49-yard line.
Looking to throw. Ford. And a quick throw here. That's complete.
And he brought down the other side of midfield at the 43.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down. Ford. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. To throw on second down. Ford
targets Miller here on the out route. He's got him. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Up the middle they go. It's Harper. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Ford. Eluding the pressure right.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
To throw on 3rd down. Ford. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it. Brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
So the decision to go for it turns out to be a good one. They get a couple of yards, and as a result, the drive keeps moving. It's now 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Ford. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Broncos are an extra point away from going back on top here in the 4th.
And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Now the extra point. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Chicago offense set to get started. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
The drive starts with a carry by Langford. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Langford again. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Langford gets it running left. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll set up to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Lawrence. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Langford. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48.
The one thing I have learned about this league, more and more, you've got to take some chances. You know, if you play everything conservatively and play everything exactly like, okay, I know what to do in each situation, I don't think you're going to get very far. I love the call there, going for it, even on his own side of the field.
Yeah, and even though you're on your own side of the field, they were creeping towards midfield, so not as crazy as if they were back at their own 20. Right?
Showed a little faith in the defense too, right?
Yep.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. He finds his man, complete. It's Lawrence. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. A first down carry for Foster.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw. Open man, here's Foster.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Flushed out right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Langford again, busy man this afternoon. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Running on 3rd with Langford. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And his kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
So the Broncos now down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. And they need about 35 yards to get in range for a winner as they come up on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Over the middle, complete into the hands of Trimble. And he's going to pick up a first down here as that clock continues to run.
That's good.
Buying time to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So So for our visitors, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head home next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles.